Today on Golf Destination, we're back on the floor at the PGA Merchandise Show. We visit with the revolutionary teaching aid Zen Golf, learn the history of Redvanly apparel, visit incredible courses in Ireland, we accessorize, and introduce you to a unique training system that can help you with your golf game. All that and more, next on Golf Destination. Welcome back to the showroom floor of the 2026 PGA Merchandise Show in Orlando, Florida. This is the time of year all of the golf family gets together, showcasing new products, new technology, and some of the staples are here, of course. Thousands and thousands of PGA professionals, vendors are all here, 1,100 vendors total. Let's go take a look at one of our favorites. No matter where you play or what your handicap, everyone needs a little extra time with the flat stick. We're on site at the PGA Merchandise Show where there is so much technology, you can get lost in all of it. But what Zen Golf is doing, they're revolutionizing the way you practice your putting. There is some really cool technology here at Zen Golf. I was seeing that there are a lot of universities that utilize this, some really famous golf courses, and even the #1 player in the world's putting coach, Phil Kenyon, uses Zen Golf. How did it come to be?
So it's actually my father. He was a coach on tour, and he used to work with people like Phil Kenyon. And what he used to do is he used to go and coach on tour, and then he used to come back to his studio, and it used to just be like a big old carpet, big old AstroTurf, and he'd go, what I'm seeing on the course and what I'm seeing here just isn't the same. So basically, he decided, we've got to create the golf course indoors. And that's where the green stage came from, which is the system which is behind us. So it's about recreating the experiences which we have on the course back with the coach. It's got all the data, it's got all the analytics, it's got the integrations with amazing technologies. And then we brought out our swing stage, which is the best fairway in the world. So you've got the best green in the world, you've got the best fairway in the world, and now we're integrated with TrackMan. That means that you can hit a drive off any major championship venue. As soon as it lands on the fairway, we're moving into that new slope. So now we're experiencing the real golf course inside a sim. So for me, the amazing thing is it's bringing accessibility of golf to the masses. It's allowing people to play golf whenever they want, wherever they want. And ultimately, our mission here is more people playing better for longer. So if we can learn to play golf in a more realistic environment, we're going to fall in love with it, and which means that we're going to play it for as long as we can, and ultimately that's great for everybody.
Tell us a little bit about the kinks. You have seen this from the start to the evolution of where it's come now. What are some of the things that you've had to navigate to get it to this point?
The key thing was its reliability. So when you first start off, you're using technologies from different industries, and then you're trying to bring it in. No one's really made moving floors before, so especially in the golf industry. So we were the first and the pioneers of it, so we've had to learn all the lessons along the way, make it both robust, repeatable, accurate, reliable, and for me, one of the key things is super safe. If we want families to come and play in this space, we've got safety out the zoo, in terms of it. So we know that anyone, anytime, anywhere can play with this and feel safe with their families, their friends, coaches, players. It's brilliant. 2026, what's on the horizon for Zen Golf? So we're just launching our integration with TrackMan this week. So that's all the virtual golf courses. So you got full experience of a full round of golf. That's only going to evolve and get better and better. And also we've got this really geeky thing which is called the putting index. So normally when we look at strokes gained, everything's done by distance. But a 10-foot putt on a flat green is the same difficulty, strokes gained, as a 10-foot double breaker. But what we've got with the green stage and the ability to recreate any sort of slope is that we can actually look at how difficult is that putt versus another putt. So we're able to then say, right, a 10-foot for you on a left to right might be more difficult than a 10-foot for me on a right to left. So now we're starting to actually personalise putting coaching for people. So that's going to be super exciting as well.
What Will has going on at this booth is like nothing you have ever seen. If you want to improve your game, you're going to have to check it out. We wanted to ask Redvanly what is the secret to their success. Donna Molinaro shared the details. And the origins of the brand, how did it all blossom?
So Andrew started the company about 13 years ago. He was an athlete by nature and in high school and college, and he literally became a caddy, had our same manufacturer today, make a few polos, and went club to club and literally said, test it, try it, feel it, give me a chance. And since then, we now have almost 40 reps. We are in over 3,500 country clubs, and we're just growing but still staying special and niche.
And with golf absolutely exploding, how are you keeping up with demand and the different kinds of golfers that there are out there?
So again, we started in golf. That's our focus. We listen to our customers. We listen to the pros. Andrew's really key on making our customers happy, but sticking to his vision. And I think we're doing a fantastic job of extending the line and growing with golf on and off course to our lifestyle.
Coming to the PGA show, people are feeling the textures. They're getting that face-to-face interaction. What in your position has been so beneficial of being on the ground and interacting?
It's that most everyone here, they know us as the pull-on short. Redvanly's known for their bottoms, but now they're really getting to see not only our polos, but the extension of our line. So the fabrics, the cashmeres, the more natural fibers we're adding to complement, the chinos and the jeans. So we're so much more, but we're sticking to athletic luxury. That is our tagline, and that's who we are.
I'm telling you, the cashmere, every kind of fiber you put your hands on, you'll fall right in love. Up next, we learn about 2 courses in Ireland that are making a lot of news when Golf Destination, presented by Golf Links of Bermuda, continues.
TravelForGolf.com is your online resource for discovering great golf and travel across the globe. Founded by golf travel professionals with decades of experience, TravelForGolf.com is a valuable resource when planning a trip for a group or your bucket list. Direct links to accommodations, tour operator and resource lists, 19th holes, travel and golf products, travel consultation, and so much more. TravelForGolf.com. Experience the destination. Golf Destination is brought to you in part by Golf Links, the official rum of leisure.
Welcome back to Golf Destination. I'm Chantel McCabe on the floor of the PGA Merchandise Show, taking a trip over to the Tourism Ireland booth, where we're talking a little bit about Adare Manor, the host of the 2027 Ryder Cup. But how are they preparing now? Well, Bethpage Black is behind us, and so we can circle 2027, where people are really excited for the next Ryder Cup. What do preparations look like at this point in time?
The golf course was very much redesigned with hosting a major golf tournament. So Tom Fazio did the redesign with us, and the idea behind it was to create a golfing journey and create a pristine golfing journey that could allow for a tournament of this scale as well. with the Ryder Cup coming up. So we're doing a little bit of work. We reopened the golf course in 2018. When we did that, if you played with us since then, you'll play a very similar golf course, albeit we'll be a bit creative in terms of maybe move some tees forward, maybe make it a little bit more exciting, maybe move some tees back, so to make the golf course a little bit more Pinot than it normally would be. But we also have put in a new turf grass in our golf course, so we went through a reseeding project just now, and that just gives us that variation to be able to grow the rough up in some areas and make it a little bit more Pinot and a bit more punishing for the professional golfers.
There is a lot of pride with hosting a Ryder Cup. I mean, arguably the biggest event in golf. Where does that stand with the locals and those part of the golf community?
One thing I would say would be that Irish people certainly are extremely passionate about what they have in Ireland. When you get there, it's very warm, very genuine, very caring approach to hospitality. And how we look to do that is we're looking to blend that, that Irish welcome with hosting a major golfer tournament and the excellent service that we are now synonymous with at Adare Manor. We're extremely lucky at Adare Manor to have the village of Adare on our doorstep, which is a beautiful little quaint thatched roof cottage village.
So if someone wants to go and scout out Adare Manor before the 2027 Ryder Cup and they maybe take a trip here in 2026, what are the spots that you're going to tell them? You must go here. You got to check this out before or after your tee time.
So we're blessed in the southwest and all of Ireland to have some amazing golf courses. Our hotel, you're an hour's drive to Ballybunion, to Lahinch, to Doonbeg, to Tralee. So we're in a great spot in terms of southwest golf courses. And then the whole country itself, I mean, you could go to all corners of Ireland and play amazing championship golf courses, but also see those little spots of kind of heaven almost, that you can't just drive up a motorway and go off the road. It's off the beaten track, and you're driving through, and there might be cows in the fields and things. You're driving through all that, so it's really unique that we have that as part of our journey in Ireland as well.
Heaven on earth in Ireland. You heard it here. Adare Manor hosting the 2027 Ryder Cup. Looking forward to it.
Yes, we can't wait. We're very, very excited. Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the history, the background, and how golf impacted this community in such a big way.
Well, back in 1985, there was no industry in Belmullet, and 5 business people got together, and they thought maybe on this beautiful piece of land, where the dunescape is probably the biggest in Europe or in the world, and they thought they might build a golf course which would bring tourists into Belmullet, which only has a population of 2,000 people and 10,000 in the environs. They brought Eddie Hackett in, a renowned Irish Golf Links architect, and he literally did the design on the back of a newspaper. He came down, did it on his just expenses only, got the train down. We used to collect him from the train station, drive him the 40 miles out, and then he did the rest. So it opened, it took 10 years to build because they used all the people off the labour exchange. It was all done with spades and shovels. There was no machinery brought in. He wanted to leave, the terrain was so natural, he wanted to leave it natural. And that's why it took so long to build. So it didn't open until 1996. And even today it's renowned just because of its authentic nature of the place, that we don't bring machinery in, we leave it as it is. It's like golf 50 years ago, and it keeps us different from the rest of the world. We don't have irrigation on our fairways. God created our course, and we leave nature to do the rest, and that's the way it is, and that's why people love us. That's why we're doing 15,500 rounds today. We were only doing 2,000 in 2018. Nobody knew we existed. We have a new 9 holes that we built since 2013. We opened it then, and again that took 10 years to do the 9 holes because spades and shovels, no machinery, and to keep it in the raw natural state that it is. And even today, if we need to do we'd love to do some work to make better buggy paths and things like that, but we cannot disturb the natural thing, so we don't do it. We live with what we have.
So if I'm on this golf course, what am I seeing? What am I playing? What am I looking at around me that is just stop you in your tracks incredible?
Well, we're surrounded by water, so there's water everywhere. It feels like God's country. It's like a pilgrimage. Every hole you go through, you see nobody else. You could have 250 people on the course, and all you're doing, you're swamped by these skyscraper dunes either side of you. and you just feel it's a stress-free zone. It's just, let it all out there, and you'll come in very refreshed and a very happy person at the end of the day.
Ahead, some beautiful gym equipment that will help you with your golf game when Golf Destination, presented by Goslings of Bermuda, continues.
Introducing Compass, a transformative approach to capital planning designed by industry leader Club Benchmarking specifically for private clubs. Set your club on the path to a healthy and sustainable future with comprehensive, continuous, and connected capital planning that leverages powerful software to drive alignment from board to board and through management transitions over time. Club Benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership.
TravelForGolf.com is your online resource for discovering great golf and travel across the globe. Founded by golf travel professionals with decades of experience, TravelForGolf.com is a valuable resource when planning a trip for a group or your bucket list. Direct links to accommodations, tour operator and resource lists, 19th holes, travel and golf products, travel consultation, and so much more. TravelForGolf.com. Experience the destination. Golf Destination is brought to you in part by Goslings, the official rum of leisure.
Welcome back to Golf Destination. I'm Chantel McCabe here at the PGA Merchandise Show. Let's talk about how you took this concept from what it once was and now entered the golf space. How did that work out?
Well, pre-COVID, we were five-star resorts, high-end spas, and boutiques. And what happened in COVID? Everything shut down. I started playing golf. And then I started using my bags on the course, and I'm like, we need to do a golf collection. And there we go. So we have a golf collection.
And you started coming to the PGA show in 2021. How was that influential in the development and growth of the product?
You have no idea how much it's grown since then. It's been amazing. Coming here and finding what everybody loves as far as customization has totally changed the brand. So we are now able to do logos, we can put fun sayings, and we just like to add a little fun to a bag.
The women's sector is exploding, but people want something that's practical, not just golf specific, and you cover those bases. Show us how it all works.
So this is all about organizing your stuff, organizing the inside of your bag, whether it's your fab handbag, your golf bag, your suitcase. It's all about organizing your stuff. Everybody has stuff they need to organize. Now, don't you want cute organization? For example, a packing cube is lovely and utility and very practical, but it's never cute. You're not going to carry it outside of your room. However, something like this, you might carry for cocktails. Best part about all these bags is they're water resistant. You can hose them out. So it's that fashion and function.
Now, the customization part is extremely important when it comes to member guests, those kinds of things. So what's happening in that world?
So my philosophy when it comes to customization and branding and marketing is that you want to give something that is going to actually be used. These bags are going to be used, and we want to keep that brand in front of your customer. So whether you're doing après golf and putting a fun little logo in there, or you're doing Queen of the Green, every time they go to pull out their lip gloss or their charger, they're going to think of you. If you want to take branding to the next level or gifting to the next level, I suggest doing something fully custom. We did this for Cherry Hills Country Club Centennial. This is their original clubhouse. This was their member gift, their current logo, and then we did all their logos over time. This was their member gift. What a great memento to commemorate such a special occasion.
Well, thank you so much for exploring and sharing all of the goodies that we have in organization. She's right. Who does not want to have a nice, tidy, organized bag, whether it's the golf bag or beyond? Thank you.
Absolutely. We need to organize your bag.
Hi there, I'm David from Water Rower Nord. Love to show you our product line as we come through. Here is the step box. We created this for functional training. We offer both step capability as well as a number of weights, resistance bands, yoga, Pilates, floor training. Wonderful for core. We get into our strength line. Here we have our weight tower. This shows our beautiful design of our hardwoods. This one is an oak, which can be used with our squat rack. You see it's retractable. It's inside this beautiful casing that mounts to your wall, allows you to do squat and bench training, as we've got a bench right here located in the booth. And one of the great convenient pieces is the bar is even storable for this on the back of the weight tower. As we come out of here, we'll get into a bit of our cardio line. It starts with the Sprint Bach. This is our non-motorized treadmill. You can see how smooth it is. Self-regulated movement from walking all the way up to running. It's very simplistic to get on and go, and it has a really nice authentic feel. Much less pounding on the knees and joints than you have on traditional treadmills, which is great for those athletes out there who've gone through that over the years. We come over to our Nord bike. Beautiful silhouette. This was really what got the Nord up and going from a standalone cardio piece. Beautiful design bike, adjustable bike, really blends in well with our branding, and this one is in walnut. We come over to my colleague Jamie on the rowing machine. The water rower is our staple. It's the original product dating back to 1988. This one is in walnut as well. This is wonderful again as we talk about the joints in the lower body. No pounding on the ankles, knees, and hips. Great for core strengthening, and we all know that retraction in the back, that's wonderful for strengthening and adding a few yards to those drives. We'll go from there over to what we have here, our compact wall. This offers multiple training pieces, both a vertical designed weight stack here, allows us to train there. Beautiful walnut design here. We have our swing weights, which are our functional kettlebells. You can see that we do these in a leather design with wooden handles. We have a ski erg on this side, allowing you to do that off-season ski cross-country training that you want to do in the throughout the year, which is great for developing strength throughout the body. And then lastly, we're going to show you the functionality of the rower. All of our rowers store upright. This is actually with our City Row design, which is our group fitness, group training software that you can add to really maximize your rowing training.
Still to come, we'll let you in on some exciting news about Golf Destination when Golf Destination, presented by Goslings of Bermuda, continues.
Golf Destination is brought to you in part by Gosling's, the official rum of leisure.
Welcome back to Golf Destination. I'm Chantel McCabe. This show, Golf Destination, is proud to announce the second annual Masters Tournament watching party. Last year, we hosted our first ever Masters viewing party with past Masters participants Matt Parziali and Jim Howard. Here's a little recap.
First walking in there, I couldn't believe it. You've got a couple hundred lockers on the right, giant screen TVs here. The place is just happening right now.
Yeah, it's my first time here at the Sporting Club, and this is a beautiful place to come. If you want to watch the golf, get a bite to eat. I'm sure Sunday football is awesome in the fall, too.
The Sporting Club is really a sports sanctuary. We serve creative cocktails, delicious food, can service up to 350 people at once with 3 different areas. We have the Chill Out Lounge, which is our private event space, as well as the trophy room, and our main bar with all of our high definition TVs. Really not a bad seat in the house.
Today we're going to make a classic cocktail called the Darkest Dark. We're going to use our Gosling's Black Seed Rum, and we're going to use our Gosling's Ginger Beer.
This time of year brings back some great memories. I meet a lot of people, they come up to me and pat me on the back. At the time, I really didn't appreciate it because I didn't know too much about the Masters. After playing there, all the practice rounds I got in, the people I played with, I really started to appreciate it more and more.
Jim Hallett's been a local legend in Mass. I never was able to meet him until today, but just seeing his name and the history he's had, being low amateur in 1983, leading after 27 holes, and the pairings he had throughout that week where someone from Mass used to look on and aspire to have that opportunity to be able to play there. When I look back at my experience in playing in the Masters in 2018, the coolest part for me was that it was golf from the start. To be honest, I hit it really poorly on the range, so it didn't really give me much confidence, and then I hit the first tee shot really well, and I was just kind of off to the races. I was playing my game the whole time. That's the biggest takeaway I had from that week. I actually had Rory for 18 holes, and he was incredible. He was trying to help me the whole way. It was like I was just playing with a buddy. On Wednesday, I had a very special day where I played 9 holes with Tiger and Freddie in the morning. Right after that, I jumped in with Patrick Reed, and he ended up winning that year. So it was a week I'll never forget.
So we are hosting our annual Kentucky Derby party again, which we think is the best in Boston. We partner with Boston Man Magazine as well as Woodford Reserve and Moet Hennessy. We do live music, fashion show. We even do a best dressed concert, so a lot of fun, creative cocktails as well as delicious food.
This year, once again, we'll be at the Sporting Club in Boston, the best sports bar in Beantown, celebrating the unofficial start of golf on Saturday, April 11th. For more on the brands and the destinations featured today, visit our website at golfdestination.tv. It's our online hub for all of our social media channels and air dates. I'm Chantel McCabe. We'll see you next time on Golf Destination.